Okay, hello everyone. Today I want to talk about the metaverse and how the future of the internet will become more immersive. And especially in this context, I want to talk about smart glasses because I believe that they will be the future interface to the metaverse, virtual, augmented, blended, mixed reality glasses. And today I have David Jiang with me, who is the co-founder and CEO of VITURE, who are the makers. They are a startup and they're makers of immersive mobile extended reality glasses. So welcome, David.
Thank you, Bernard. It's really my great honor to be here to talk about a metaverse, which is every day in my mind.
Wonderful. So where are you joining us from today?
Actually from Beijing, because my manufacturer is in Foxconn right now, which is where it's located here. So for the VITURE One XR glasses, we are now getting to the mass production phase.
Very good. Very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So where are you normally based if you're not in China?
San Francisco.
Perfect.
San Francisco. Yeah.
Very good. So tell me a little bit more about yourself and how you ended up being the CEO and co-founder of VITURE.
Cool. So from student life, I studied at Harvard Design School, major in the parametric design and in the human-computer interaction design. And I also did several research projects at MIT Media Lab as well. And after graduation, I joined Google, which is really lucky for me because Google announced the Google Glass just 4 days before I joined Google.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was lucky to be, which we call the dog footer of this product, to be the earliest adopter of this product in the world. So I started to use the Google Glass from then, 10 years ago. And after 4.5 years at Google, I also got involved in a lot of Google X projects as well, and also the Google Glass. But by then, Google Glass kind of like is not a very successful consumer product because Google Glass just shifted their direction to the business side. And I still want to make something awesome for consumers. So I left Google and joined another startup called Rocket, which is a smart speaker maker. But the CEO of this company want to start a division in Silicon Valley to make a stealth project, which is called AR glasses, Rocket Glass. So I started this team and gathered 40 people in Silicon Valley, and we developed the first generation of Rocket Glass. And Rocket Glass got a really, really good feedback from the world. So it quoted as the best 10 product in the CES 2018. And but at 2019, Rocket has some problem with the financial, and the whole team got dissolved. And then I left the company and I started another company, which is called a Meter Light, and we built up the AR glasses for business, especially for the real estate business and also for the theme park. And last year, I started this company, which is called VITURE One. The reason is that I believe the AR glasses to consumer, the time comes. So I started this company and gathered 20 people here, and we just built up this glasses, which is called a VITURE One XR glasses, which is I believe is the most similar, or the most glasses similar to sunglasses. You can see that from the appearance, and if you wear it, people may recognize, okay, you just wear some cool sunglasses on the street or on the airport. So the time really comes, and that's it. And this is now like we get a pretty good result on Kickstarter this year. We gathered almost $3.1 million which just surpassed the Oculus record almost 10 years ago. And so right now we are the #1 in the XR field in the crowdfunding world. Right now we just spend our 120 time on this mass production product, and we just want to ship this product to our backers as soon as possible.
Very good. Before we go into a bit more into those glasses, maybe we can go back a little bit and look at what you feel your vision of the metaverse is, and maybe even where we are on this journey, because you talk to different people and they have completely different ideas of what the metaverse is, what it could be in the future, how far down the track we are. So give us your view.
Cool. So from my standpoint of view, so maybe this from two sides. One is from hardware, second is from the software. And from the software, for example, if we watch a soccer game, right? So I still remember that almost 10 years ago, I spent 5 days and spent, I believe, $5,000 to come to Barcelona to watch the soccer game between Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo back then. And I believe that's a really unique experience for me, because I'm in the live, right, in the live stadium of No Camp, and that's a really special experience for me. But just trace back, right? So like the time that people can really live in a game is that from the radio, right? People can listen to a live game from the radio, from the sound. And later on, they have the black and white TV, television, which is not portable. And then they get to have a large TV and a color TV. And then now we have the mobile phone, right? So you can watch the game live anywhere, anytime you want, right? So I think the technology are trending to an era that we can very close to the experience that you are just like present at the stadium, right? So this can only be realized by the AR and the VR technology, and I think this is a trend. People once get there and they will never go back. So this is from the software side. So from the mobile phone, it's not achievable, right? Because it's a physical display. It's a very limited real estate of the display area. And we have to go to the VR and VR headset. This is from the software side. And from the hardware side, example is the clock, right? So people have this time information from the clock, which is on the ground, right? They're gonna have like a stick on the ground, and then recognize the time by the shadow of the sun, right? And this, which is not a portable device. And then they're gonna have like a clock, like a pocket, like a watch, right? Like a pocket watch in their pocket, which is a portable device, very similar to the mobile phone because they have to pick it up. And then we have a wrist watch, right? You don't have to pick it up. You just take a look at it, and then that's it. So this is a trend. Will never go backwards. That a device like a computer device tend to go from the not a mobile to a mobile, and then to a wearable device. Yeah. So this is why we have the computer like a desktop, and then we have what we call the computer as a mobile phone right now in our pocket. And then later we're gonna have a wearable device like AR glasses wear on our face. And then we're gonna have a limited, infinite screen in front of us. And we don't have to pick up a phone. And then we can see every information we want on this indefinite screen.
Very good. And where are we on the metaverse journey? Are we already, for me, for example, we are definitely part into this journey. If you think about now, we can use augmented reality on our phones. This is becoming increasingly sophisticated. You can project things into your room. So do you feel that your vision of what you would like the metaverse to be. When will we get there?
Yeah, so our approach is a little different. So for a lot of like AR company, like a Magic Leap, HoloLens, they tend to build up the AR glasses directly because the AR augmented reality means that you have to merge the virtual and the reality together, right? But to build this kind of like technology, you have to spend a lot on the device. It's not only about the cost, but also like the weight, the heat, and the battery life. So our approach is a little different. So we don't have camera on our glasses, and we still believe that the technology gonna grow gradually, step by step. So right now, our focus is not the augmented reality because there's also no content of it, right? People don't know how to play with it. So right now, our glasses, the killer case of our use case of our glasses is to play the AAA game. So for playing AAA game, people used to play on their console or on their PC, which is not a portable device. But on their mobile phone, it's really hard for them to play AAA games because you need a very large screen and you have a very powerful computer. But right now, one problem has been solved by the cloud gaming and remote play. So we have the native cloud, almost all the cloud gaming apps and remote play apps. So if you have Xbox or PS at your home, and you can just with the glasses, you can play your home PS or Xbox anywhere, anytime you want. And also, if you don't have any console or PC, you can play cloud game, and you don't have to buy a computer, a powerful computer, but you can get a best graphics quality from it because there's a very powerful computer in the cloud. So this problem has been solved already by the cloud gaming technology and 5G because you need to have a very fast network. Right now, the problem is where is the large TV, right? And so right now, our glasses can give you this large TV anywhere, anytime. So this is our approach. And we still believe that the metaverse, this is the start of a metaverse. Yeah, the metaverse is somewhere like people can live with their second life, right? So you can see something in the real as you see in the real life, the real person in front of the real street, the real shop, the real home, the real house. And then you're gonna have your own status. And then you can make friends there, you can make your networks there. So which is we call it MMO games, which is only live on the mobile phone, but not on the console game. Console game, they're like most of the console game, they're just local games. They don't play massive player online. The problem is that the console games, people can't play that anytime, right? So you have to go to your home, go back to your home, and then sit here. So that's the problem. But for the mobile phone, the MMO game is possible because your friend can send you a message, "Hey, go online and let's battle or let's complete a mission," right? So this is the metaverse. But the something this can achieve is the immersion, right? You can immerse yourself into like in the reality. So if we combine the mobile and immersion together, and then that's the metaverse we're gonna have, right? We can go online anytime, anywhere, and then once we go online, it's something very close to your real life.
So what is the actual experience then with those glasses? So I put these on and I can project the screen in front of me. So is
Yes.
can will this blend out the reality completely, or do I have a choice of still seeing the reality and my screen?
Yeah. So, like a lot of like AR glasses, the solution is that they have like a opaque cover on it. So now we have which is called a electrochromic technology, which means that we have two films in front of the cover lens, underneath the cover lens. You can see it from here very clearly. This is which we call the electrochromic films. So which can change the mode. One is the immersive mode, and the other is the ambient mode. So in the immersive mode, the film going to get into the opaque, and then you're gonna enjoy the full immersion of your content. And then if you want to go to, like, for example, if you want to pick up a cup of coffee, or you want to go to the restroom, or there's a friend come in and talk to you, and then with a snap, it's getting too transparent. Still, you can see your screen get into a corner. If you watch a movie, right, you don't have to interrupt it. Or if you play a game, you don't have to interrupt it. And then get into the corner of your screen, but you can still see the outside very clearly. So this is the beauty part of AR glasses versus a VR headset, right? For the playing a VR, you have to be in like a fixed session, which can't be interrupted by anything. You can't wear an AR headset to go to a restroom, right? Or pick up a cup of coffee. But with the AR glasses, you can, right?
Yeah, super exciting. And when I think when Meta first announced their collaboration with Ray-Ban to release smart glasses, I was quite excited and then quite disappointed because they
Yes,
didn't have any projections in the glasses,
correct.
but they had cameras. You can take pictures, and you have sound. I believe you haven't got the camera bit, but you have really good sound, right?
Yeah, we have a very, very great sound quality because we are the first XR glasses who collaborate with Harman, which is official collaboration. We embed with the Harman speaker here. And then we have the Harman, which is called reversed sound system here, which means you wear the glasses because this is an open speaker, right? So some people around you can still like listen what you listen to, which is we want to provide a full privacy for people, not including the visual, which has the full privacy, but also the sound. So with this reversed sound field technology, we can reduce the sound emission significantly. So we have just done a tested. So with the people 3 feet away, they can, in a very silent environment, they can barely hear anything from the glasses. But from your side, you can hear something very, very clearly and loud.
Yeah, that's fascinating. So you talked about the killer application in terms of gaming. What other use cases do you see that you feel are particularly exciting beyond gaming?
Yeah, so for gaming and Web3 content. Yeah, so for a lot of Web3, they are web-based, right? Like if you call Web3 like a Roblox and a Decentraland, a Sandbox, etc. So almost all these applications, they need immersion. So that's why they don't choose the mobile phone, but you can still visit them on the mobile phone, but you can't get the full experience from it. Because there's a lot of like visual content happening there, and from the very small mobile phone screen, you can see everything very clearly. So with the AR glasses, all this Web3 content can be natively displayed. So we believe that from the migration to a new computing platform, there has to be the new content for it, right? So for example, for the mobile, right? So there are a lot of like native mobile applications for that, like a Uber or Airbnb, and a lot of like a very popular like Instagram as well, right? So this is mobile only applications, and we believe there will be glasses only application, which is a Web3 applications. So the new content need a new device, and a new device need a new content. And then we're gonna completely migrate to a new era of the metaverse.
So what content do you see as really attractive, or where do you see the biggest opportunities developing at the moment?
So I think it's just like immersive experience. So it's not about gaming, right? So the immersive experience can be like video conferencing, like right now, right? We are still at a very small screen and we can't see very clearly of each other, the expression and the body language and a lot of like detail, right? But with this technology, we can super close to we just like face-to-face conversation, right? So this is a must to have. And more on that is the like e-commerce, right? People still browse the like the products on their small mobile phone from the image and the text and maybe video, a short video of it. So this is not the best shopping experience. So in the reality, people just go to the shopping center, shop the stores to see the physical, the real product, right? But because there are so many products, around the world, and people can't develop or can't visit the store, all the physical stores by themselves. So with these glasses, we can bring all this product into the metaverse, which we on the glasses, and they can very close to see the product as a real product in the real life. Yeah, so we believe this is a future of shopping as well. And also, it's not only about the display of the product, but also observation of the product. So the beauty part of the e-commerce is that the website like Amazon knows what you like, right? Knows what you purchased before, what you viewed before. But in the offline purchase, in a shopping center, there's no way to know that which store you have visited, but you're not purchased, or even which product you have stare at it, or you show your favorite expression on that. But even though you're not make the purchase, but the technology or the cloud are going to know that, okay, you are interested in that, which is really, really valuable data. But in the metaverse, right, people like get into the metaverse and then we're going to record everything, even for their eye tracking, right? So even for the mobile phone and for the computer, they don't know where people's eyes goes. Yeah, so this is a really, really important and a new vertical of the data we can collect from people.
Absolutely, a huge treasure trove for marketers. So if I wanted to explore what this now means for businesses and what industries you see being impacted. You touched on retail, which is very obvious that we will have more immersive retail. I've recently had a fascinating conversation with about the fashion industry, for example, and how you can have virtual try on and virtual dressing rooms, and this is all super exciting. Then you touched on entertainment. I think music events are very obvious. I think sports event, watching sports in a more immersive way, where you can put yourself in the Barcelona stadium wherever you want.
Of course.
This is super exciting. What other industries do you see as having or being impacted by this technology?
Of course, on the business side as well, like for working, right? Because a lot of people purchase these glasses, they said they just want to use it for work. Yeah, so which is also a big scenario for us, like a computer, right? So right now, a computer is just for like everyone use it for work, right? So this is a super good product, can be used for work because people right now, the mobile phone and the laptop are the product they use for work, right? But sometimes they tend to use the computer or a desktop. It's because you're going to have a very large screen because, like for the PPT, for the spreadsheet, even for the website. And like the mobile phone can't have like this large real estate. But for the AR glasses, you can have even larger than your laptop or your desktops. And then you can have like a limited multiple screen in front of it, because a lot of people tend to have like multiple screen in front of them. Yeah, and also for the very obviously is for the 3D workers, right? For the industrial designer, for the mechanical engineer, for the architect, this product gonna gonna disrupt the 3D design field, right? So they don't design a 3D model in a 2D display, and they can design 3D in a 3D space. So this is another like area I want to touch, is that for the 3D movie, right? Like people want to pay extra money for the 3D movie in the theater, but there's no 3D content in a mobile phone or on the laptop, and also there are no 3D game like people can play, right? So after they have the XR glasses, all the 3D content gonna emerge, right? Like including the 3D like TikTok, right? 3D like all the videos, right? And then the 3D games. So with our glasses right now, we can play very limited 3D games right now, which is like a Tomb Raider. You can play 3D version on that, which is a really, really unique and special experience. And if you play that, you're gonna feel that, okay, maybe I don't want to play the 2D version anymore. Yeah, it's something like you watch a 3D movie and you don't want to watch the 2D version. Yeah, the similar thing. So I believe that this is also a process, not reversible.
Yeah, I agree. And it was interesting that I guess 3D TVs were almost too early, because they didn't really offer this great experience that glasses can. And you still had to wear glasses, but you didn't really have this fully immersive experience. So from your perspective then, what advice would you give anyone in business? How do they prepare for the metaverse? How do they prepare for this shift from maybe mobile phones as the access point to the internet to glasses?
Yeah, so for like app development, because I joined Google at 2012, and then I believe after 2 or 3 months later, Google has a policy which is called a mobile first. So all the applications designed by Google before that time point, we design for the desktop experience. The mobile first is that we design the product. If we design the product, we consider the mobile experience as the first priority. And then we migrate that design to a desktop experience, which is really important, because I believe in that year, the mobile traffic just surpassed the desktop traffic, if we look back. So the similar thing going to happen for the XR glasses as well. So there will be XR glasses first application come out. And this application going to have much, much better experience than the applications like migrate to the XR glasses, which is called XR native. And we also call it like cloud native, right? So I believe that cloud 5G and XR glasses going to be the trial of the future, right? So we need a cloud computing power to have the metaverse in front of us, right? Like have the massive player online in real time and use the UE5 rendering engine in the real time. And then we need a 5G to transfer like a 4K or even 8K video to the XR glasses. And then we need an immersive device to display everything in front of us. Yeah, so I think the key is that like we have the ear and the eyes to transfer all this content or the information into the electricity into our brain, right? So the thing is that we just use technology to eventually mimic everything in the real world digitally in front of us, from the sound, from the visual. Yeah, so this is definitely a very, very obvious trend, and this is a trend that has to be happening.
I agree. One of the reasons why I wanted to speak to you is because you're actually just doing this for real now. You are producing
Mm-hmm.
glasses, you have the funding of the backers, they're waiting for their smart glasses to arrive. How do you see yourself competing in this space? Because as you're aware, companies like Apple are working very hard on glasses. Companies like HTC and Samsung and others are working in this space. So how do you see, where do you fit into this whole competitor world?
Mm-hmm. So I believe the large company, the scenario of the large company is that because they have a lot of resources, including the cash, right? So they tend to enter like a field when it's getting mature, right? So this is the time window for a startup can make some product before like Apple or other company make. So the reason you just mentioned the Ray-Ban, right? So there's no display on that. So a lot of people get very disappointed. Me too. Right?
Mhm.
So the problem is that if they get a display on the glasses is really really hard. And for the startup, we don't have any like a branding stuff, right? And we're not Facebook, we're not Apple, so we can release a product just people love what people like. And for the glasses, Apple developed right now is a VR headset. It's not AR glasses. So Apple still need another even 5 years to release their glasses product because this is like an ultimate form of the XR. So they need more time to polish a new product. Yeah, but um, we're gonna start first, and then we're gonna release the product by the end of this year, like a ship the product by the end of this year. So we will see that how many units we're gonna ship next
Yeah,
year, and
I,
then 2 years later, yeah.
I can't wait to try them out. I'm really excited about them.
Mhm.
So what is your, if you look into the future, then what are your future hopes or future predictions about the metaverse and Web3 and where we're going as a world?
Um, I think there's two sides. So people think the metaverse tend to disconnect people's real life, which I agree, because some trend is inevitable. But what we can do is that to lead this trend in a positive way. And because as I said, right, so even the reality is the reflection from our organ into the brain, right? This is a process. So the reality and virtual, eventually there's no boundary, right? So we just make a physical table in front of us, right? And then we make a virtual table in front of us. And then if we don't touch it, it's literally the same thing,
Hmm.
right? It's all the reflection like in our eyes. So I think the best part of the metaverse is that we can create something like people can enjoy in a very, very low cost, but still in a very luxury and very, very good experience. For example, for the soccer game, right? Back to the soccer game. And most of the people, they don't have the opportunity to watch Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo in the real life, right? In the no camp. But with this technology, they can. And they can enjoy that very even free for free, right? So I believe that technology can provide people a better experience and a better life. And also more and more people gonna make money in the metaverse, which is also an important thing, and which is the basic of the Web3, right? So for the Web3, people can have their economy system on their application, and then people can contribute to the society, and then which means they can make money on the society, and then they can consume on the society as well. So there are going to be an ecosystem on the Web3 world. So eventually for the virtual world, it's not only about information. So right now we just collect all the information from the internet, but we don't do much of the like the work on the internet, right? But later on we can do the work, right? We build a virtual table, and a lot of people like it, and then we can distribute this virtual table for a certain price, and then we can make money, which is the NFT today, right? I believe NFT, there's definitely value for it. And I also purchase a lot of NFT as well. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. And anyone who is interested in this, I've just done another interview with People Pleaser, who is an NFT artist, where we talk about how this might transform the art world. And then I recently did had a conversation about the music industry and how this might be transformed in Web3 and with NFTs and blockchain technology. So there's a lot more to talk about. Thank you so much for your time today, David. This was fascinating. What's the time in Beijing right now?
It's 9:40.
Very good. So I really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I will hopefully speak to you again soon.
Thank you. Thank you, Bernard.
Thank you.
Bye.